Hello everyone, this is Heroes Trivia. Welcome back to another episode of our Three Kingdoms Zhao Yuan, as we're going to give pursuit to Ventral's army. And we have learned a few more skills. Let's use them. This one slams down, this one gathers the enemy, and then we can charge them. And of course we have our 6 White Horse fellows with us, along with General Ah Gui, who is most likely Wu Zhen's daughter. Honestly, we would clear faster with our dismounted build, but we have a horse, and we're gonna use it. It's the same group of enemy that we fought at the end of last episode, it's just that they respawn, obviously. We don't mind the experience. I think we got everyone. Oh, not this guy. Wait, what hit us? Alright, we did level up. Let's pick up some more skills. Yeah, both of these. Level 39. 42 for the final spear boost. We're going with our cavalry build here. 40 for the last one here, 41 for the last one here, 40 for the 4th point. Alright, max damage while on horseback. I have a lot of extra points, but we're probably going to save them. Once these unlock, we'll have a 4th skill for at least the spear cav. Ooh, that's a spear blueprint for a red one. Ready to learn that one. Nothing to change. We'll have to sell our stuff later. Let's give chase. A scout. Alright, we're gonna be meeting Liu Bei's group because they see that from Yuan Shao's rear comes another force, 3 leaders that stands out. And he's describing the looks of the 3 leaders. One looks like loyalty, one looks like he has a long beard and red face, one has the head of a jaguar with big eyes, basically Zhang Fei, Guan Yu, and Liu Bei. And we're gonna go meet them. Oh, she knows them. Right, Gong Shenzhen. Liu Bei worked for Gong Shenzhen for a period, so. Oh? Who's this general? Alright, so a lot of troops down south, but on the north path, very few enemies. That's an easier path for us. But of course, we're going... Alright, I'm gonna spare my horse, because the health looks pretty low. Just the elite. And, we can do this to help clear some of the crossbow units. How can we get to that wood over there? Okay, we don't want to bump down there and get the mission activated. I do still want to take the northern path. Just looking at the map. They want us to loop up. We have friendlies here. Alright, feels like everyone got taken out. Which tree is the one that we can chop here? This one. Alright, we'll stay on foot for a bit. Our horse is a little bit injured. Alright, not to rush it. Plenty of stuff to look at here. Alright. No chest here, but should be a mining thing here. Just low tier stuff here. I was expecting to get something better. Don't see any chests. Thought I saw something there. Oh, this Liu Bei's army? Yeah, Liu Bei's scouts.
赶来相助，正在西南不远处进攻援军侧翼，请速进兵支援。
I mean, red armor, it could make sense, given the Han fire element preferences. Even though I'm pretty sure military uniform wore azure color. Oh, we can't, I mean, we can't get over there. It's blocked. Nope, it's not jade. It's still regular metal or iron. Crude iron as well. Surprised there's no chest here. Our horse has healed back a little bit. I think they'll passively heal when we're not riding it, or when it doesn't take damage. And of course we can pay to heal it back at camp. Let's go save Liu Bei. Our horse healed up, actually. We're about to hit level 40. Wait, that's the enemy. Asking Yuan Shao to retreat. This is actually a historical event. So, after the Battle of Jieqiao, when Qu Yi's forces pushed Gongsun Zan into retreat, the scattered cavalry unit actually regrouped, and Yuan Shao, who was lagging behind with the infantry, was caught by those cavalry, and in that moment, Yuan Shao declared that, you know, as a man, rather fight to the death, and fought off those cavalry units there at a moment of bravery, which is what he's doing here, except for they have Liu Bei as the group that's coming to save us. Qu Yi came back, chased them off. Ooh, crossbow. That's gonna hurt. Should I focus on him? I think I should. Oh, his stamina bar falls so quickly. I should be able to execute him soon. Oh, no, he can't be executed. Now he can be staggered. It's going to be easy to get him. And we get staggered. Alright. Down he goes. He's going to protect Yuan Shao into the retreat. This is maybe slightly historical for a later battle when Qu Yi couldn't beat them and Yuan Shao had not as many troops, which was true. He's just starting up as a warlord right now, and they were able to beat the White Horse fellows, so pretty good result of the battle. Time to retreat and don't tangle and stay here for any longer. And they're pulling back. Qu Yi ends up getting killed by Yuan Shao when the man's too prideful. Ooh, there are Liu Bei, Guan Yu, and Zhang Fei. Introducing himself, he's Gongsun Bogui. Gongsun Zan's style name is Bogui, asking his troops that, you know, I'm Liu Bei from Pingyuan, here for reinforcements. Calling him uncle. Come back to camp with us. So they know each other, and he's going to follow us back to camp to meet with Gongsun Zan. Can we clean up some of the loot? Yes, we can. Are there any loot? It's quite a big camp without any chests. are some enemies outside. See the red arrows. Okay, that's stuff we guess we didn't grab, but nothing major. Can't get up that platform. Gotta be a chest somewhere. We didn't hit level 40 yet. Close. Not there. Okay, this door is open. It's breakable. Alright, I don't see anything. I guess this might connect back. Sadly, it seems like there's nothing in this camp. We're just gonna head back then. And there's still enemies. Probably faster this way. Guess they didn't hear about the retreat command. Alright, we got to level 40. Probably what we wanted to do here. Alright, let's see what other horses he might have right now. Nothing that really looked that exciting. Different stat, but the same tier. Let's see if we can pick up a level 40. We have a couple crafting recipes for level 40 gear. Those are probably things we're going to look for. These two require 42. We can max the slam. That's going to require 41. We learned a new move here. A dragon follows us and then gets shot out. Sure, we'll learn that. This one's a gather and then a forward jab. Alright, that's really all we can learn for now. 8 points extra. All good. And we gotta sell some stuff. And also store some stuff. And probably make some repairs on top of that. Can we grab some of our gear? No, this is just to make it better. We're gonna sell. A lot of stuff. A lot of garbage. We have to check if we can learn those 3. If we can't, we should sell them. This one we already have. Where is the guy who does the enchantments? I might need to peel some stuff off. Where's our other enchantment? And reset our gear now that we're 40. Poison 0.6, poison counter 8 points. I guess we'll talk to Liu Bei and them before we do our chests, because we'll bump into them first. Long time no see. Why are you here? You know, they're from Pingyuan. Heard that we were fighting Yuan Shao and came here to help. Like, excellent. With you guys here help us, you know, it's a matter of time before we beat Yuan Shao. Let me introduce you to Liu Bei, Liu Xuande, style name Xuande. Right, this is how they know each other. You know, first of all, he's a distant relative to the Han imperial line. They used to be students for the same teacher, Lu Zigan or Lu Zhi. Zigan would be his style name, and they are basically classmates.
身后二人乃玄德结义兄弟，关羽关云长，
Two Oaththorn brothers, Guan Yu and Zhang Fei.
云在乡里，一久闻三英大名。
And apparently we heard about the 3 heroes, and glad to meet them today.
惭愧，惭愧，这位少年将军，方才似是在镇上见过。
Asking us for introduction to our name.
此乃赵云赵子龙，
We get introduced
是我
again.
河北少年英俊。虽然年轻，
And
武艺
he's
却不俗。
bragging about us fighting off
前番
Wen
正
Chou.
乃
And we have a new
子龙
look.
力斩文丑，
Level 40, the
方才
armor
真乃少
looks
年
again,
英杰
change again. Such a young talent.
使君谬赞。
Getting flattered by
稍
everyone.
后营中设宴，
It'll be a
各位
feast.
莫站在外面叙话。
And
请。
we're
谢将军。
invited to the feast. Wonder if we get some free time to go back to the storage chest. We do, which is down here. Oop, didn't mean to jab. All right, we have a lot of stuff. There's a few things I like to do before we move into that feast. I want to grab our crafting gear, see what we can make. We have a couple level 40 recipes. If we could upgrade our gear now, you know, it's best time, basically. We just hit 40. I really wish there was a better way to move stuff, but apparently there's not. And we have way too many arrows again. Don't need these. Those are better healing versions. We have the lowest tier ones, but even the lowest tier is good enough for us right now, so I think we're fine. All right, let's go look at some crafting options that we have. All right, so we have a level 40 spear. We are missing this crystal ore, so can't craft that. We have this level 30 sword. So 30 we're just not going to care about too much. Level 40 wrist. Missing a scroll of silk. That we have as the red tier gear. Level 40 boots, missing silk. That's just gonna be a bit unfortunate. It's not worth it to craft right now for level 30 gear, so we might just have to wait until we get these. Before that, we probably can't do much. So back into the storage they go, I'm guessing? Because we're not going to change gear, essentially. And then the enchantments, I feel like we don't need them right now. We can wait. Plenty of meds. Yeah, now, unfortunately, it's going to be click, click, click. We're missing this mostly. We could farm for them. They are dropped by troops. And if we keep killing the groups around outside the camp, we probably will get them. I might look into it in between episodes, do a little bit of grinding for gear, see if we can get something upgraded. That's really all we need. Some extra arrows, even though we're not really technically shooting any. Let's go enjoy the feast. Oh, we got dancers in a military camp. Where are we keeping these girls?
伯龟兄，不知这位是
Asking for the guy next to him. Oh, the foreigner.
此人为胡族使者，乃刘伯安为抚恤胡族。
He's not happy about this. So he's a nomadic envoy that his boss, Liu Yu, had assigned to the camp. Follows the camp around and asks him if you don't need to care about it. Oh, Agui has changed out her clothing, I think. Unless this is Agui.
这群女子演戏献舞，却舞姿如此拙劣，岂非看不起我等？听闻公孙将军有一女儿。
He's complaining in a very bad accent that these girls don't dance as well. And he heard that Gong Sun Zan has a daughter who's not only beautiful but also good at dancing, and is asking if she can come and dance instead of these girls.
是何身份？也敢在此口出
And
狂
of
言？
course, being the dad, very mad.
无妨。今日
And
既有父亲与
here
叔父
comes the
重逢
girl.
之喜，父亲又新得了子龙这般猛将，女儿愿献舞一曲，以作恭贺。
Currently, we don't know her name, but I think in the game her name is Gong Sun Yue. But right now it just says beautiful young girl, or good-looking, clean-looking young girl. And she's happy that her father has reunited with her uncle and has recently got a new general in Zilong, and she's willing to offer up a dance. And with every love interest, we get a cutscene art. Look at Zhao Yun's eyes focused. And her sword gets too close to his beard and ends up hitting his desk, just basically trying to scare him. And much to Gong Sun Zan's pleasure.
见过三位叔父，
Reintroduce herself to Liu Bei, Guan, and Zhang Fei.
贤侄女不必多。
见过子龙兄。今日战场上，
He's
幸得子龙兄相救，
Sort of introducing us for the first time as a girl, because we already met Agui. That's her, dressed as a general.
就是阿贵。
And we're shocked again, smitten by another female.
汝便是救了我姊姊的赵子龙，
Gong Sun
如何
Xu.
这般盯着我姊姊，好生无礼！
This is Gong Sun Zan's son. And she's like, why are you staring at my sister? Younger brother, in this case. Apologies. And we're still stuttering.
子龙兄勿怪，我名公孙越，
Yep, Gong Sun Yue.
家父治军严谨，军中不以亲论，统军之际也不便常以女儿身示人，故军中只唤作阿
Right,
贵。
because
阿旭，
she lives in the military camp, so often she dresses as a guy and wears armor. And in the army, they all call her Agui. So don't be mean to him. He saved my life.
咱有言在先，商议军务战法则可。若是别有所图，那不
Trying to be
行。
clear, you guys can chat, about military matters, but if you have other things in mind, definitely not.
这小子倒爱黏着子子，也怪他子子平日里太宠他。
Laughing the whole matter
小儿不懂事，
off, just saying the younger brother, is just protecting the sister.
无法，无法。
We just called him
少将军听真率
naive.
之，也无需。
今袁绍羽翼渐丰，界桥一败，吾虽未伤根本，只恐难再轻易南下。
Right. So Yuan Shao's getting stronger, and now that they have been defeated, Jieqiao, as in Gongsun Zan's army, is wounded. It's hard for them to continue south. I guess they're referring to the matter of going to Taoqian and assisting Taoqian against Cao Cao. And this is when Liu Bei's army is going to do, and when we're going to get borrowed and go basically with Liu Bei to the Xu province to help Taoqian out. That's Liu Bei's first experience with Zhao Yun. Then Zhao Yun returns when Gongsun Zan's in trouble. But honestly, Zhao Yun leaves, has 7 years where he goes home. I think his parents weren't dead, but they died during these 7 years, and he had to go back because, or the parents didn't die died at the end of the 7 years. His older brother dies. That older brother was the one taking care of the parents. So after his older brother died, he went home, and then after his parents died, I think he came out. This is theory. It's not written down exactly what he did during those 7 years, but it's most likely what happened. And he's gonna lend us to him.
伯归兄，今意欲如何？
Although I do have a comment. They have the pads right. Like, so these are little straw mats, and if you're esteemed guest, you don't sit on the floor, you sit on the mats. The chair is wrong. I mean, they have these, right? China didn't have chairs at this point, especially chairs with backs. People sat on the floor. The proper sitting position is you sit on your legs, not crisscross, but you kind of bow down almost, and then your thigh was set back on top of your hamstring, so you're kind of just like sitting on your own legs, and that's the proper sitting stance. And if you had chairs, they're not designed like that. They're designed to kind of in a T shape almost with a little curve. So you put them in between your legs, and they rest above your hamstring, so your butt sits on top of that, so you don't kind of crush your own legs and become numb from sitting a long time. So that's kind of what the chairs would be. That is just not invented yet.
吾欲暂退渤海郡。
He's gonna retreat back to Bohai and recover. And speaking of chairs, chair gets introduced to China from the Silk Road trade, and the first ones that get introduced are stools, basically. Foldable stools, actually, which became really popular. And then you had chairs without the back, and then eventually chairs with back once you get into like the Tang and Song later dynasties.
何不还居蓟县？
Going back to Zixian. This is a good suggestion. So he's asking to retreat back. I mean, he couldn't really go retreat back to Bohai. Bohai was given over to him by Yuan Shao as part of their kind of peace plea, but then he turned on them and then got beaten.
吾若以败而归，料想刘伯安定不能容我。
Can't go back to the Ji
蓟县不
county
可轻归。
because he doesn't want to go back to the You province and have his boss Liu Boan, Liu Yu, kind of blame him for losing.
这怎会如此？刘伯安素有名望，颇多善政。
Liu Bei's shocked that he and his boss doesn't get along.
善政。说来
He
话
doesn't
长
like the kind policies.
其实刘
And
伯安
he has a long
有戏
grudge with
久
him.
矣。就玄德也知幽州地处边疆，历来多东胡之患，无足不使我汉家礼仪。
Right, he's just sharing his hardline theory about Normads in the north, and he feels like if the Han ever becomes weak, then the Normads will always strike. So, given that he still has power to fight now, he can't be soft on them. And of course, Liu Yu has a very different idea on that.
吾率部北击边胡而名重天下，与胡类可谓仇深似海。而他刘伯安自从上任，只知一味怀柔抚恤胡类，却罔顾我将士心意。
Complaining about Liu Yu's policies and disregard for the sacrifice his troops has made. The whole point with Gongsun Zan is he made a name for himself by fighting Normads in the north. That's how he kind of rose into the position he got to. And if you take that away from him, it's hard for him to make it. He doesn't have a lot of good connections, doesn't come from a high gentry clan. I mean, he was semi-adopted into one, but overall not well positioned to rise up in the court. And Liu Yu was super popular in the north, so he felt like Liu Yu was kind of taking away his chance of fame. So he was very warlike to kind of drive his own career. Not a great guy, but because he knows Liu Bei, It's kind of written as gold in romance, portrayed as a good guy.
两位在同一地为官，具有才干，若能彼此配合，
Liu Bei is trying
正是
to
百姓之福。
convince him to soften the grudge with Liu Yu,
国贵兄
since both of them,
其有
you know, are
深仇
good talents
纵有
and
嫌隙，
be best for the people if they
方
could
尝试化解。
not have a grudge.
罢了，请先不提此
Cuts
事。
him off, tells him let's not
由
talk
于他
about
虽有
this.
戏，若屯军渤海，他亦不敢怎样。
And he's gonna basically go off on his own, ignore his boss, you know, park his troops in Bohai and try to rebuild.
渤海郡北靠幽州，能守吴之根本；东临大海，全无忧患之虞。南接平原，可通清徐之盟；西抵河间，以阻袁绍兵锋。此地实乃河北要冲。
He's just listing why Bohai is a good place for him, Bohai Commandery. To the north, there's the Yu province, which is his home. To the east is the sea, so that's safe. To the south, it connects to Pingyuan, where Liu Bei is, and it connects to the Qing and Xu provinces, where they have alliances, since Taotian is technically a proxy ally with them, since they're more closely linked with Yuan Shu. And this is basically a huge proxy war between Yuan Shu and Yuan Shao. And they're in the same alliance. And then to the west, that's where we have Hejian, and where he and Yuan Shao's troop are basically going to be fighting each other. Hejian is another commandery, so that's why he wants to kind of garrison there.
玄德歇息数日，可还居平原。吾当上表见玄德为平原令，以为纯旨。
He's asking Liu Bei to rest a couple days and then go back to Pingyuan, and he's willing to recommend Liu Bei to become the mayor of Pingyuan. This is just a romance story. This is not actually what happens. I mean, assuming by this point, when Liu Bei is coming over to help and about to go help Taotian, he's ready the chancellor. He worked his way up after becoming just a mayor, which was recommended by Gong Suzan a bit earlier.
伯归兄既有命，
而子龙年少有为，就且先入吴帐下精锐，亦从军中。白马亦从精善驰射，却少冲阵猛士。子龙可多费心教
So
习。
our fate with him is that we're going to be joining his White Horse fellows. Even though they're good at
始终领兵。
archery, they're not as good as charging and being fearless. So that's our task of teaching them, even though Agui is popular amongst them. But being a girl, being his beloved daughter, it's not great. Her future is not going to be in the army.
盟军厚爱，云必尽心竭力。
And of course we accept,
请。
and everyone have a nice drink. After everyone had enough drinks,
吾向年于北地，出生入死，屈辱岛湖，威名大振。
lamenting his defeat. You know,
本以
he's
为
made a
天
name for
下英
himself in the
雄不
north,
过如此，
thought he was a big
谁
shot,
知南
and
下
then
一
coming
战，
south,
竟在袁
get
绍
defeated
之
by
辈
Yuan
手
Shao
中
right
受
away.
挫，
Feels kind of, you know,
正是自大骄狂，
damaging to his
小觑
pride.
群雄。
伯归兄无需介怀。
Everybody's
胜败
comforting him.
兵家
You know,
常事，
defeats commonplace, you know, in the army.
既然兵马未受重挫，
Just regroup and fight on. And pretty much Liu Bei's mantra.
贤弟莫忧，暂不至于小错丧志。只是冀州之地，此前人心所向未定，经此一战，恐皆岁岁欲从于袁绍。
He's lamenting the loss of the Ji
进
province,
贤难
which
以
he
指望。
wants. Now he's trying to
吴汉
find
欲令则
a
一地。
location to build himself a
一者
fort
屯
so
军
that he
主训
can
一者广积
garrison his
贤良
troops,
以备
stack,
不测。
you know, resources to protect himself. This is going to be Yicheng, the fortification that he builds, and where he basically burns himself alive. I mean, he's became a very terrible guy later on in his life.
城住何处？
可住在易县，
Yicheng,
于
yeah.
易水河畔层砌高墙建塔，内建雄楼，名之为易京。
Right, he's
此
going to
前
call
战
it
事
the
既
capital
平，
Yi.
吾屯
It's
军
basically
渤海
a
以
small
阻袁
county.
绍，还
He
需
built
另遣
multiple
心腹
fortifications
监督
there.
营建
Eventually, it took Yuan Shao quite a long time to defeat him there, but eventually he got encircled in, and they were sapping his fortress, lighting the base, the foundation of it on fire. He used a lot of metal in constructing the fortification, including the door, and it was kind of just basically melting himself in. So he ended up killing his entire family before committing suicide,
督造易京之事，便交由吾孩儿吧。阿胥、阿贵，
sending
汝二人
his
暂
two
不必
kids
随我回渤海。
with 5,000 troops plus 1,000 white fellow horsemen,
但有消息
take
指
the
令，
county
吾皆快马吩咐。
and then build his fortifications
子
there.
龙也一并同行吧。
We're going to go with
千万
them
忽悠
to
他。
protect
遵
them.
将令。
All right, so we're going to go take a county, and we get a new companion. And we can give her gear. She is an archer. We'll try to grab some of our gear from our inventory. We've been saving those purple gear just for this moment. Alright, so she's a bow user. Probably don't need those swords, but we'll grab everything just in case she could use them as well. And let's see. Currently out of helmets. We'll store the rest. Yeah, honestly, we don't even shoot. Let's just store the arrows. Let's see how we get to Yijing. Over here in the north. Okay. I want to see if the horse merchant had a reroll. I mean, the gold horse last time, if it wasn't so ugly, I would have bought it. Still not really what we're looking for. Even though this black horse looks pretty nice. I'm gonna wait for a gold roll. Oh, this is a gold roll right here. You can see they're the same horse name, but higher tier and thus better stats. More health, more defense, more speed, more turning speed, more attack, more defense addition. Almost double the price. We'll buy it. Alright. And we'll switch our horse right here. Gonna have to take these off. We're going to equip this horse, let that one rest. Alright. Looks good. Nothing better here. Guess off we go. Try this new move. Dragon surrounds us and then gets charged out. Wait, why is she dismounted? Huh, interesting. Big snow plains. Yeah, she's dismounted sometimes. Oh. Alright, higher tier wood. Higher tier iron. Not a bad farming spot. See if we can find a save point. Oh, we found it. We are here. We're trying to get into the city there. Okay, we'll explore all of this. Frozen Lake. Got a boat here. Oh, she summoned the bird. Okay. Ooh, a gold chest. We have this sword. All the things they could have given us there for a red recipe. Super unfortunate. We are level 40 still? Yep. Oh, they spawn back. Alright, get some jade material here. Decent resource farming spot. Just making sure we didn't miss anything. There's a chest right there. Burning village. Who set the fire? There's a tent. There's gotta be a chest here somewhere. Alright. So I think we checked out all these areas, just this little building here. Yeah, I think we checked out this area already. Man, they spawn back fast. Alright, we are here. This is going to be where they practice in the future. Basically gonna build himself his own tomb.
子龙，军中不少兄弟于界桥一战中负伤，我先去军医处探望。
Lots of troops are still
最后与
injured
子
from
龙
the
在
previous
营中会
battle.
面。
They're gonna go. She's
如何？
gonna take care of the troops, and we're
自然。
gonna look around the camp and then meet
云
again
自去军营中等候。
in the camp. So we have a bit of free time to ourselves. Big settlement. Wow. We're over here. We're meeting here with Gong Sun Yue, but we have lots to explore. And this is Yijing with a prison and the main building. And there's a lot of merchants and vendors that we can use. Big town. Didn't expect that to have a loot drop. Quite a big area. Can we get into town before we meet her? All right, all the vendors. Yeah, we picked up a second copy of this, I think. Yep. So we're gonna have to sell it. Level 40 gear, but doesn't look that much better than what we have. We're probably not going to end up buying gear from the vendor. Oh, we didn't repair. Should be a save stone somewhere over here. Oh, it's over here. Got a doctor, the enchantment guy. Wait. 2 enchantment guys. Wait, isn't this also... Oh, this is just an elder who teaches us about crafting with the English dialogue for some reason. Army cook. Yeah, we'll continue to buy some meals. That one increased crit damage by 24%. Wish he sold higher tier crafting gear. Alright, pretty happy with our horse, but there we go. That's what we want to buy. Can we sell that? There we go. So he's the store instead of just a chest. Going to keep these on hand just so that we can check to see if our girl has the best stuff. Yeah, we really don't need more arrows. Oh, we got an extra one. We can craft a level 40 gear now. Okay, we'll probably do that right away, actually. It's not going to be the red gear. Not sure exactly what we need, but let's grab a bunch of stuff and go check it out. I think we can get some of the level 40 boots. The gold tier stuff we can craft. The red tier stuff, I think we're still missing stuff. Yeah, we can't get it because of that, but level 40, level 40. For example, this wrist, we can make one. And the boots, we can also make one. We gotta pick one. Which one do we currently have? Gauntlet, level 30. Okay, our boots is terrible. It's a blue tier boot, so we're gonna craft the boot. Let's see what we got on it. Alright, so Raging. Every attack has an extra 50 physical damage. So extra damage on all our attacks. Is it time to take that off for some extra stats? I really like the passive heal on this. Oh, we don't have our companion right now, or else we'll give it to her. We should sell that. Even though stats probably pretty good if we've been wearing it for this long, but still. They got some new stuff. This one's level 40. This one might actually end up being better. Hard to say though. There's so many extra stuff on that, and the pure attack is also higher. Alright, we're gonna go grab that save point. We're here. We can loop around. Got another one of those silk for crafting. But it seems like we're going to be bumping into her first.
将军,将军,父亲年老带不得家呀。如今赋税太重，家中已无粒米，实在无粮充税。
So they're imprisoning this girl's father, and the reason is because he can't pay taxes. She's saying the tax is so high, there's already no food. If you guys are adding for more taxes, basically the army's trying to conscript more supplies, and since they don't have any, they imprison the dad. Give her 3 days. Longmen. That's a name. If they can't turn in the rest of the food in 3 days, they'll throw them in prison too. Oh, he's the father. Oh, he's already so old. Ignore us. You know, as troops, you gotta take care of the people. How can you be here forcing them? He says, you know, I'm following orders from Gongsun Zan. Anyone who doesn't pay up. We're still starting to learn how bad Gongsun Zan is. Oh, maybe this is Liu Yu. Elder, no name yet. It's like Gongsun Zan asked you guys to conscript for food, but didn't ask you guys to be so harsh on the people. Who are you? Oh, yeah, Governor. This is Liu Yu. This is the policy difference. Is, you know, been out there fighting for so many years, conscripted so many food, and this year happens to be a year of some sort of either drought or famine, poor harvest. So he already had ordered to reduce taxes, but for the army, you guys are just pushing the people to its limit. And someone here who can't stand what you guys are doing and trying to stand up for it, and you guys are trying to punish good people. Only following orders, and if I can't do it, you know, breaking military orders. He's gonna go bring it up to Gongsun Zan and tells him to behave. Obeys and leaves. So we're gonna meet Liu a good guy here. Commend us that we're doing a good job protecting the people, and then just leaves. We're starting to see Gongsun Zan's not so good. Alright, so Gongsun Yuan's waiting for us in the camp that we just left out of. I just want to grab this save point over here. There's still so much of this area that we have not explored. But we have that grabbed. We'll probably make this circle here. Maybe there's a chest. And we're going to end our episode. We'll come back here and go meet our third female love interest. We already met Ma Yunlu and Fan Juan, our childhood sweetheart. Gongsun Yuan is going to be the third. Anyhow, doesn't seem like there's much over there. We'll come back here and pick things up and go continue the story. So until next time, bye!